That constant pull of more, right? The endless lists, the digital deluge. Does life ever just feel like this overwhelming current, leaving you feeling a bit adrift? What if the path to more calm, maybe more happiness, and yeah, real peace wasn't about getting more, but about actually letting go? Today, we're really diving deep into the power of simple living. We've looked into some compelling ideas about how decluttering, well, it isn't just tidying up, it's something profound that can seriously boost your mood, sharpen your focus, and help you find, real inner peace.
And what's really fascinating is just how universal this struggle with clutter is. I mean, it really doesn't matter if it's physical stuff spilling out of closets, or that constant buzz of digital notifications, or even just that chaotic chatter inside your own head. The insights we've seen show clutter is a major drag, often invisible, but it really contributes to stress, to anxiety, and just feeling less well.
Like carrying an extra load you didn't even realize was there.
Exactly, an invisible weight.
Okay, so our mission today then is to help you lighten that load. We want to give you some actual strategies, things you can do to clear out the unnecessary stuff from all parts of your life. The idea is that making space can lead to amazing clarity, maybe unlock some creativity, and let you actually feel those simple joys that matter. So let's unpack it.
Let's do it. And when we talk clutter, it's important to realize it's not just, messiness. It actively overloads our cognitive capacity. Think about it. Your brain is constantly processing everything in your visual field, even subconsciously. A cluttered space just makes your brain work harder, constantly trying to filter stimuli. Research actually shows this can increase stress hormones like cortisol.
Wow.
And literally decrease our working memory.
So there's a direct line.
Yes.
External chaos, straight to internal stress. It's not just about looks, it's biological.
Precisely. And that sensory overload, it translates into real things. Feeling more irritable, finding it harder to focus, that sense of always being a little bit swamped. A cluttered environment, physical or digital, it fosters this feeling of being disorganized, unstable. It hits your mental well-being directly.
Okay.
And it definitely hinders productivity because your brain's using energy just managing the noise instead of focusing on what you actually want to do. It's a real drain.
Right, a hidden cost. So, okay, if we want to start shedding these layers, where do we begin? The most obvious place for many people is probably our physical space, our homes. How does tackling that physical clutter actually help build this personal sanctuary you mentioned?
Well, sources like Dr. Robert London really emphasize this point.
Yeah.
Physical clutter directly fuels anxiety, even family stress. You know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
That little panic when someone's about to drop by unexpectedly, or just feeling exhausted looking at a messy room.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. So the goal isn't just a tidy house. It's creating a home that genuinely feels calm, restorative, a place you can actually recharge, not feel more drained.
Makes total sense. But looking at a mountain of stuff can feel, well, impossible. Where do you even start without just throwing your hands up?
Yeah, overwhelm is the enemy here. The trick is to start incredibly small. Seriously. Don't think. Clean the whole room.
Yeah.
Pick one drawer or one shelf or just a tiny corner of your desk and commit to maybe just 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes. Manageable.
Totally. And use a simple system like the 4-box method. Get 4 actual boxes or bags, label them. Keep, donate trash, relocate.
Keep, donate, trash, relocate. Got it.
Then you just sort. Keep is only stuff you truly use, love, or absolutely need. Donate is good stuff you don't need. Trash, well, trash. And relocate is for things that belong somewhere else. The key part, be ruthless. If it doesn't serve a real purpose or bring you actual joy, it probably needs to go.
Ruthless. Okay.
And then, crucially, organize what you do keep. Everything needs a designated spot. That's how you stop the clutter coming right back.
That's a great tactical start. But you clear it out, and then somehow new stuff just starts creeping in, doesn't it? Especially maybe moving into a new place, you want to fill it up. How do we kind of build defenses against future clutter? Make it stick.
Right. This is where intention really comes in. It's about shifting from reactive tidying to proactive curation, like you said earlier.
Okay.
First, build resistance to impulse buys. Before you buy something, really ask, do I need this? Does it fit the calm sanctuary vibe I want? Will it add joy or just another obligation?
Good questions.
And adopt the mantra. Don't put it down, put it away.
Yeah.
Simple habit, huge impact. Prevents those piles forming. Also, be wary of too much hidden storage. Sounds counterintuitive, but empty bins and cupboards. They often just become magnets for junk you don't want to deal with. Out of sight, but still weighing on you.
Interesting point.
And finally, maybe consider a really strict filter, like an aesthetic one or a purpose-driven one. If an item doesn't genuinely fit your chosen style, your lifestyle, or offer clear value, it just doesn't come through the door. It helps you choose intentionally.
I like that. Proactive curation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's physical space. But gosh, our digital lives can feel even more cluttered sometimes, right? Just constant noise.
Absolutely. Maybe even more overwhelming because it's invisible but always on. Think about digital clutter. Overflowing inboxes, endless notifications, all those browser tabs you have open right now.
I'm guilty. Yeah.
Unused apps cluttering your phone screen. It seriously cuts into productivity and ramps up anxiety. Every notification, every unread email, it fragments your attention. It creates this thing called attention residue.
Attention residue.
Yeah, even after you switch tasks, part of your brain is still kind of stuck on the last interruption. So removing unused apps, that alone can cut down distractions massively, and the time cost is staggering. One study found U.S. workers spending over 5 hours a day just checking email.
5 hours, that's incredible. More than half a workday just on email.
Yep, just managing the influx.
Okay, so how do we tame this beast, this invisible attention thief?
It takes a few different tactics. For email, maybe aim for something like inbox zero. Not necessarily empty, but processed.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe ruthlessly from newsletters you don't read. Use filters. Apply the 2-minute rule. If you can deal with it in under 2 minutes, do it right then and there.
2-minute rule, okay.
For your files on your computer in the cloud, streamline them. Delete duplicates. Set up a clear, logical folder system. Treat it like your physical space. Give everything a home.
Right. Digital tidiness.
And crucially, set boundaries on leisure screen time, especially social media. Maybe aim for less than 2 hours a day, consciously chosen. Unfollow accounts that don't actually add value or make you feel good.
Curate your feed.
Exactly. Curate it for your mental well-being. Plus, doing regular digital cleanups can actually save you money on cloud storage. Little bonus.
That's true. Okay, so we've got physical space, digital space, but often the biggest feeling of overwhelm comes from our schedules, right? Just feeling pulled in a million directions.
Oh, definitely. And this is where our sources hit on a really fundamental truth when we often ignore. You just can't do everything. We live in this world of seemingly infinite options, endless possibilities, but our actual resources, our time, our energy, our focus, they're finite, very finite.
Yeah. That creates that constant tension, doesn't it? Feeling stretched.
Absolutely. Feeling like you're always falling short because you're trying to do too much.
So that feeling of being stretched, saying yes too often, what's the antidote? How do we prioritize when everything feels important?
This is where getting crystal clear on your true priorities is, well, it's non-negotiable. It's not about a longer to-do list. It's about a shorter, more powerful one. There's that famous story about Warren Buffett telling his pilot to list his top 25 goals, then circle only the top 5.
Right.
And Buffett's advice was the other 20. The your avoid-at-all-costs list until the top 5 are done. Because they're the most dangerous distractions.
Wow. Avoid them.
Ruthless commitment to what matters most. And that means learning to say no. Politely, sure, but firmly. Saying no to one thing lets you say yes to something truly important.
That's hard but necessary.
It is. And establishing routines can help hugely. Morning, evening rituals for self-care, planning, reflection, they create structure, reduce decision fatigue. And a really powerful exercise is to track your time for a week. Seriously, log your activities. Then categorize them. Enjoyable, necessary but not enjoyable, or neither.
Okay.
Then you actively work to cut out the neither category.
Yeah.
Delegate or streamline the necessary but not enjoyable stuff. It frees up way more time than you'd think for what actually matters to you.
Tracking your time, that sounds really revealing. Probably shows where the energy actually goes versus where we think it goes.
Exactly.
Which brings us, I guess, to the final frontier of decluttering, our own minds. How does mental clutter even show up? What does it feel like?
Mental clutter is basically internal chaos. Think of it like having way too many browser tabs open inside your head. Constant rumination, worries buzzing around, scattered focus. It really impairs concentration, limits your brain's processing power, shrinks your working memory. It's like this constant background noise inside. And that cognitive overload makes you more irritable, less productive, worse at processing information. It stops you from thinking deeply or just being present.
So how do you clear that noise? You can't exactly put thoughts in a donate box.
No, you can't, but you can organize and process them. Mindfulness is huge here. It doesn't have to be formal meditation, though that's great. It can be simple, deep breathing for a minute. Or mindful walking, just paying attention to your senses. The aim isn't an empty mind, but observing thoughts without getting swept away by them.
Letting them pass.
Exactly. Journaling is another fantastic tool. Getting thoughts out of your head and onto paper helps you process them, gain perspective on worries or ideas that are just swirling.
Right, externalizing them.
And finally, really challenge that urge to multitask. Truly try to give one task your full attention. Research consistently shows single tasking makes you more efficient, improves quality, and reduces mental fatigue.
Focus on one thing. Seems simple, but hard to do.
It is in our modern world.
Okay, so we've cleared physical space, tamed the digital chaos, streamlined schedules, even started organizing our minds. We've made space. Now what? How do we fill that space with, well, joy? Cultivate lasting peace.
Great question. Because clearing is only half the battle. And the most powerful practice for filling that space, it's gratitude. Hands down. Our sources are so clear on this. Gratitude literally seems to flip a switch in your brain. It boosts presence, mindfulness, connection. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Even tiny moments of thanks, being grateful for quiet while waiting in line, appreciating warm water washing dishes, can seriously lift your mood.
It counteracts that negativity bias we all have.
Precisely. It trains your brain to scan for the good.
And it feels like something you can actually practice, like building a muscle.
Totally. It is a muscle. Simple ways. Keep a gratitude journal, but get specific. Don't just write grateful for coffee. Write why. Grateful for the warm smell, the morning ritual, the energy.
And details matter.
They do. Or remember past hardships sometimes. Not to dwell, but to appreciate the present moment more. Intentionally use grateful language, even just visually scanning your room right now. What are 3 things you appreciate? Your comfy chair, the light coming in, a photo. Quick mindset shift.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
And writing thank you notes, even if you don't send them, is powerful. It highlights the support you have, deepens that feeling of connection.
So much of this is about perspective, isn't it? Actively choosing how we see things. But life still throws curveballs. Challenges happen. How do we hold on to this peace when things inevitably get tough?
Yeah, that's the real test, isn't it? Because peace isn't really found out there. It's not about everything being perfect. It's an inner quality, cultivated by what some call a non-judging mind. The Buddha talked about the winds of the world, joy and suffering, gain and loss, praise and blame. They blow constantly. If we react with rigidity, try to fight them, we get trapped, our perception narrows, and we suffer more.
We create extra suffering for ourselves by resisting reality.
In a way, yes. So navigating adversity isn't about avoiding the winds, it's about how we stand in them.
So what does that mean practically when things genuinely go wrong?
It means recognizing that our response to change, not the change itself, shapes our outcome. Seeing that maybe a bad break holds a lesson, an unexpected detour, a chance for growth. It's about cultivating that settled mind we talked about through mindfulness, pausing before reacting, building emotional agility, really.
Right.
There's that brilliant G.K. Chesterton quote, "An adventure is only an inconvenience rightly considered. An inconvenience is only an adventure wrongly considered."
I love that. An inconvenience is an adventure wrongly considered.
It's such a powerful reminder. Our perspective shapes everything. Choosing to see challenge as adventure, as opportunity. That can be incredibly liberating. It helps you face life's bumps with more inner calm.
What a fantastic thought to wrap up on. So, as we finish this deep dive, the takeaway really seems to be that finding joy in simple living isn't a one-off task. It's ongoing. It's about being really intentional with your space, your digital life, your time, your mind. It's consciously choosing less.
Less clutter, less noise, less distraction.
To actually gain more. More clarity, more time, more real connection, and ultimately, more peace.
Absolutely. And zooming out, the big lesson here is that simplicity and gratitude, they aren't just nice little practices. They're fundamental pathways. They help you build this resilient inner peace, a kind of calm wellspring inside you that can handle the complexities life throws your way.
So for you listening right now, what does this mean personally? As you think about all this, maybe consider just one small, doable step you could take today. What one tiny thing could you let go of? Or what one simple gratitude practice could you start this week? Maybe it really is deleting 5 apps you never use.
Or clearing off just one counter in your kitchen.
Or just taking 60 seconds right now, or when you wake up tomorrow, to notice 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. That journey to a simpler, more joyful life, it really does start with that single intentional step.